It's seriously Friday once again. And what a sucky one it's been. So I'm pretty sure everyone's got their stories for how Comcast screwed them before. Just had a really stupid situation where, for some reason, by some logic, I decided to let them have an auto pay. By which, well, okay, they charged the first bill alright. Second bill comes around, or should I say halfway to the second bill. And, well, they just kind of come up with this conclusion of, you know what, we're going to go back, we're going to add $1 to the previous bill. For nothing in particular, it's just suddenly different for no particular reason. Like, there's no confirmation number for it, there's no change for it, there's no nothing. To the point where they're, like, the customer service reps are just there trying to possibly justify this stupidity. So they added $1 to it, and then added, like, I think, like a $35 fee. And they're like, oh, it's, you know, you should just accept it and pay it. You love to pay us so much, don't you love us? And, yeah. Screw those guys with a friggin' rusty pole. It is unbelievable the kind of crap they do. So, that's been frustrating. Anyhow, I just wanted to start off with a secret this time, because, well, I was asked to recently. Was asked to at least do somewhat of a guide for it. Now, I will say I'm no expert at using the Seeker. I'm pretty awful at using the Seeker, actually. Like, I'm pretty okay at the game in general at this point, but, the Seeker, not so much. So, she is the hands-down glass cannon class. Her whole deal is a really heavy reliance on psionics. Her main weapons barely even matter. So first off, a bunch of good blue gem drops out here, ice gems rather. So that's a pretty fantastic start to have 5 of those right from the get-go. So as far as what she comes with a moisture suit. Bear in mind that she needs this to live. So she is a space dolphin, so she needs to keep her moisture suit on. There's only like 2 or 3 other moisture suits that you can get in the huge pool of armor. So the odds of getting it are just astronomically slim. So, for all intents and purposes, you gotta keep this all game. And its durability is only 45, so generally her whole thing is, don't ever get hit. If you take it off, you get a little dryness meter. So it's right here, and just goes down over time. So yeah, you put on your suit, you get all hydrated, you take it off, you don't get hit. She comes with an Edgepet. This randomly increases a skill. This potentially can make a stat go away. It also might add a stat, so yeah, there's that. She starts off with a seafood platter. Pretty much cleans away, I believe, poisons and diseases. Starts off with 2 instant healing items. Starts out with a plant that gets rid of poison and radiation, which I believe is also part of this platter, if I'm not mistaken. If you're crafting it, Immunojolt to make her immune for a little bit, which there's a lot of stuff that can give diseases, so I'm just going to pop that now because I always forget them. Some antibiotics for, you know, curing diseases. A psi booster, which just puts her psi back up, which she starts with a ton of. Amino drink, which is like a heal over time type of thing. I would think that this is sort of a counter to running out of juice on this, but really it's just, you know, convenient heal while moving item. Starts off with an AMA and a darter. As far as their whole situation here, this is a shotgun spear, which is pretty friggin' metal right there. And this is the darter, which is just, you know, a high penetration pistol for all intents and purposes. She's good at using them, but generally you want to first go into a place invisible, and then you just want to get into an advantageous position here, start shooting stuff out, and then just kill stuff with impunity. So you only have a few turns of invisibility. Now in this case, it's not going to matter too much You know, these are pretty weak enemies down here. But she can get swarmed and die even to these. Her health is, yeah, only 35. So a couple rats would be enough to do her in. But right now, this is a pretty good position. The spear's got some decent range. Pop up some life sense so we see what else is coming. Now, she's best played as a stealth character, as far as I can tell and as far as I've been told. Bear in mind that's partially secondhand knowledge. There was a friend of mine, I don't... well, seemed like a private sort, so I don't know if he'd appreciate his name being thrown out there. Seems to be the absolute friggin' master of seriously runs. So you can usually find him at the Kerberos forums. That's generally where I'd recommend going if you need advice on this sort of thing. But he's done a no blue room run, I believe, with the Seeker. Oof, alright, that thing needs to go. Oh crap, that is the wrong button. No. But yeah, I know that he did it pretty much by just stealthing into everything and just taking everything out one little thing at a time. And then getting redaction up, or getting manifestation. Man, I am sorry for being completely dyslexic today. I just spent hours on the phone, so a little bit brain dead. But yeah, need to get manifestation up to be able to get mana. Get redaction up to the point of getting metabolic control. And then between two of those, she can, combined with her psi regeneration rate, she can basically have infinite food. So that's useful. Let's see... yeah, the skills are pretty much fine as they are there. She starts off with really high skills and a lot of stuff. A pretty good mix of things here. I'm gonna put 2 into lockpick for the hell of it. Like I said, I don't really expect this run to last at all. And the whole goal of this series was to try and get the Hiver down to the bottom floor. Alright. I will say I find this character a little bit annoying, actually. The reason I say that is because of this crappy line of sight. So she's always having a little bit of a harder time seeing stuff. So there's the dehydration at work. So I believe that just gets worse and worse. But generally you just put on this suit. Recover your hydration over time. It's just a few turns to get completely rehydrated, and then you just move on from there. The last thing you ever want is to lose that suit. Right, so let's go stealth. And yeah, her psi recovers super quick, as you can see. Right, 1 grenade's enough to kill, so I'm gonna take out them, and take out them. And now, just go back up here, recharge a little bit. And just go down and TK fist this guy. Oh, crap. I have not done this correctly because I forgot about those things spawning in. Right, shrapnel storm you. Shoot at you. There we go. Not great psi usage, but hopefully don't have too much stuff coming up now. Oh, son of a... yeah. Should have used life sense. Should have used life sense. I think I'm going to turn the voices up a little higher. They do have some funny lines. Alright, time for another run of this guy, which, by the way, I did have going on last time. And then I started recording this, started going one part into it, all hell broke loose over here. Frankly, I just didn't feel like editing it all together after that. But yeah, I died, like, literally one step into the next floor. Just took one step, and there was just too much stuff coming in. I thought that they would have survived, but the doors opened up, a bunch of stuff flew in. It was like 2 grenades, paralysis, and it was bad times. And let's just leave it at that. Did find some decent stuff at first, though. Alright, so we'll leave the Rishizok off for now. Come on, give them pistol drops. Yeah, of course not. Stab, stab, stab. Alright, might as well just go for the floor since apparently not many trees decided to spawn up here. But yeah, in terms of the Seeker, that strategy I mentioned, that is all you really need to be able to get through the entire game. They pretty much start off with the ability to pass any skill check that they find. You know, you dump a few more into the unlocking skills as they go, but they're still at least halfway up, so you've got at least a decent chance to pull stuff off. And other than that, they really don't even need much offense, aside from their little stealth ambush situation going on. They're, like previously mentioned, pretty much the Scion on steroids, except with no durability whatsoever. But yeah. Alright. Might as well just invest into mechanical this time, I think. Do that. And... no, I'm gonna go a little bit differently this time. I think I'm gonna drop some points in resistance. Go a little bit more freeform with it. It's gonna end poorly, I know it will, but... you know what? It's worth a go. Choppy choppy. Nope. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, he's definitely satisfying for the early floors, because you just hack through everything. Kind of annoying to have to get through all of it with a knife. I like the sound of that. There we go, an instant fix for the Corazon down the line. Let's pop one of these to not get sick. Alright, no pistol skill drops there, so worth a try. Would be nice to have a spare, like 150 turns or so, just to swing his knife gun around. Get his skills up. Actually, my friend there, who I mentioned earlier, I actually haven't really talked to him in a while, but we had met on the forums for this game, but he was telling me of some of the setup that he did for some of these runs. It was like 70,000 turns or whatever to actually set up a single run. He was basically maxing out all skills by floor 5 and all that. Like, man, he's doing all that, I've got no chance. Alright, Corazon time. Oh god, dude. That's not great. He's got fear, got all this other stuff. Dang it. Use all 3 just in case. Although they got fear too. We got this thing to get that free heal off. There we go. Do all of that sort of thing. He stole. Bio. And foraging. Please don't have those guys in pit 2. Sure, the danger factor's one thing, they are dangerous and all that, but this is such a friggin' lame way for a run to go. Like, you get super far, and then it's just this guy that suddenly, you know, had no issues fighting through hundreds of people and monsters and whatever else up to this point, He's too terrified of a weird little alien guy to, you know, defend himself. It feels super lame. Oh, you dick. Those guys are just this. I mean, I just don't like any of the trucker guys. Because with how far they end up running, you end up burning through a bunch of healing items and whatever else just to be able to, you know, get to them. And you have to chase them down in order to deal with them. Eh. Got some duct tape though, that's nice. Guess I can use it as an armor fixer. Alright. Oh, crap. Well, that's a matron, so... completely out of healing items, though. So, high chance of dying right here. Alright, I'll take one step here. Hopefully a grenade will do it. Okay, just. Oh, well. On fire, so of course. Dickery. No, mostly just too many flames, actually. Alright, new one. Give it one more run and then call it done. I think. This guy was a lot more fun before they added those trucker guys. But that being said, it also was quite a bit different because at that point he didn't have his heavy weapon thing. So his heavy weapon thing, he actually only ended up getting that, I think, like 2 patches ago. When they added the Necromancer. Or the Lich, rather. I will say one thing. As far as the trucker guys are concerned, it's nice that at least the item that counters them is an instant use, but until you're able to get to a cooking station with the appropriate items, you really can't do much about them unless you're a side character. So any of the fighting characters, so the Mercenary, the Marine, Gunny, or this guy, to some degree the Scout and the Ranger as well, like their options are super limited, other than just hunting down the guy before they can do anything. Some people moving in outside. Alright. Awesome, I'm getting ones on everything, just like I wanted. That's looking great already. No useful items, just like you want it to be. Come on, give me a crowbar. This kind of stuff is why it's a little bit funny to try and start off on 5 without any blue room setup. Just because you get all kinds of potentially really useful items from here. Like if you can get crowbars, a ballistic repair kit, you know, an armor fixer, that's definitely useful at this point. Usually this guy seems to get crowbars though. I think the best start I've ever gotten here I got, with him rather, got a crowbar, a boar box, got a locksmithing kit, and a, what was it? I mean, I can see what it looks like, and... The sharpening kit, that's what it was. That was really useful. So I think I got all of it all there. Perfect, crowbar. Called it. I don't know why this guy gets crowbars so often, but he definitely needs them. And yeah, it was a little bit annoying that run that failed one floor down, because the only thing that particular run was lacking was the food source, and if I had just found a cooker, I had 3 hero sandwiches right there. Dang it, they're right there. Alright, so the crowbar is pretty much a permanent exchange of inventory space for extra mechanical skill, which is always nice. Functionally, it's just like the 15 upgrade to mechanical for the rest of the game. Oh crap, I'm too far away, he's gonna nade me. Just die, come on. I would have popped on some armor if I knew this was going on down here. Probably should have done it anyway. There's plenty standing before you right now. Alright, do that. Got that biotech. At least it's 2 that time, that's a plus. 3's nice. Alright, that wasn't bad. Some kind of blob coming up from the hallway. No, I don't want to get punched by you. Close up this door so I can check out this room. Nope, 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 nope. Use all of it. I don't care if it's a high percentage. I want it guaranteed. Actually, would have preferred fat strips to bacon, but whatever. One of those few things you definitely want to have uncooked, so you can make yourself some base paste. Excellent. Alright, that was just a double input. I meant to take only 1 step forward. Hopefully when they make the transition to 3D, which sounds like what they're doing, they'll have a bit of an easier time with the whole double-clicking issue. Which is probably another one of the reasons that it's rare to get insta-killed. There's usually a pretty long build-up to it. Come on. Which side are you coming from? Alright, let's put a patch, some armor. Probably chow down on these. I'm amazed you didn't attack. That's a pistol at 39. I can afford a couple slashes with that. I say before almost instantly dying. Good. Early, get bent. I don't know why double-clicking that opens up the menu so often. Not even all the time, either. That's the strange part. That's a lot of poison. Alright. I'll let that poison drop off first, and then deal with other things. Well, this not being able to see thing is less than ideal. Nope. Okay, that was just a twitch reflex, so... as soon as I hear any kind of noise, I just generally hit the C button if I'm that low on health. Just gotta get that panic heal. Alright, one to mechanical. One to foraging. You know, maybe adding one to blade isn't a terrible idea. Alright, so he's running away, so I'm gonna take that to mean there's a medical station nearby. Yeah, they'll usually run to the closest medical station and heal themselves up and come back to fight again. Or, I guess there wasn't one. Guess he just went to go try to find one. Earns his cheese. Love that line. I got a computer assistant. Right. I just need this thing out of the way so I can close the door. Hopefully not pull anything else. Just go away, just go away. Let's just blame the guy, I guess. Oh, come on. Just die, thank you. Alright, medical room... Jesus. Right. I think I'm just gonna run away and burn that thing. It seems like a solid plan. Got a patch on just in case. Oh, you are just not being friendly to me. Right. There we go, that should do some goodness. Just get burned, please. It's locked up. Get more of that finesse up, I think. Seems to be a mechanical kind of level up. Alright. Points spent. 0 progress made. 0 decent progress anyway. Medkit, that's really useful though. I should be able to just fight off the disease at this point. And I don't want to have any alarms going off, so time to go down. Though it seems like everything already knows where I am anyway. Grenade me. Just... that's it. That's all that needs to happen. Oh, come on. There's not much I dislike about this game. Like, personally, I'm perfectly fine with all the RNG and everything, but fear is so stupid. Because this is it. I can't do anything. This is not fun. Like, at least a longer countdown would be nice. As soon as it's done, he can just throw another one out there. But what can he do? So can I move yet? Can I do stuff yet? Nope, because he did it again and got paralysis. Fun. Alright, well, anyway. That was the run attempt for the week. Yeah, bye.